If you're looking for a software engineering job, you might be wondering if you should even bother with Leetcode, since you heard some companies are doing AI-assisted interviews now. You might even be wondering if you should consider another career path, because all over social media, people say that software engineering is dying and the job market is really tough right now. Well, in this video, I wanted to help you out and shed some positivity on the situation, because everything's been really negative around computer science recently. Also, sorry I haven't posted in a while. I recently started app development, so I've been doing that on the side. If you aren't building something with Claude Code right now, by the way, you need to be. Get the 100 a month plan and make something, because even if it doesn't do well, it's still something to put on your portfolio. Also, I have some Pragmatic gameplay in the back, which is a really good game, by the way. But anyway, first of all, DSA is still worth learning, because although it's true that companies are doing AI-assisted interviews, this doesn't mean that the entire process is AI-assisted, just a portion. Most companies currently aren't doing AI-assisted interviews at all, actually, and the ones that do still ask DSA. And companies should ask DSA questions, because DSA is a great way to showcase intelligence. Because really anyone can prompt Claude, but being able to solve a DSA problem live and also provide your thoughts in a coherent way, that showcases a very valuable skill. So companies don't just want someone that can prompt Claude, but they want someone that's able to problem solve and also someone that's very intelligent. And that's why DSA is not going to go away. Even though Claude can solve the problem, they're not hiring Claude, they're hiring you. And yes, they care about how well you can use Claude, but they also want someone with skills. And just being able to prompt Claude doesn't set you apart from the rest of the crowd at all, but DSA will. So if you want to get hired at these big tech companies, you absolutely need to have DSA prepared. Even Roy Lee was mentioning job seekers not having enough Leetcode problems.
And the quickest and easiest way to tell that someone is just not serious about getting a job is if they don't have 300 Leetcode questions solved. In fact, if I went back to Columbia and I asked all the CS majors there, hey, raise your hand if you have 300 Leetcode questions solved, maybe 20 of them would raise their hand. And if I then asked, hey, okay, keep your hands up if you've ever coded a real project that actually has a single user, probably 5 of them would keep their hands up.
Which is somewhat ironic for a company that helps people cheat on these types of interviews. But it's also why a lot of companies are doing on-site interviews now to get around this. I actually recently gave an on-site technical interview, but I won't go into that in this video. And that brings me to the next segment, which is it even worth going through all this effort, or should you just switch careers? Computer science enrollment has been dropping, probably because they saw all the homeless memes of computer science grads. And there's also a lot of layoffs in tech this year. But job postings have been going up, and companies have actually slowly started rehiring after these aggressive layoffs. The truth is that right now we're actually struggling to keep up with AI demand, and a lot of data centers were recently canceled. So replacing jobs on a mass scale is not something that can happen. There's just not enough compute for it, and it's not going to replace software engineers. And things like Claude are really just a tool for software engineers, kind of like a calculator for math. It's definitely not going to replace us, and it's just been making us more efficient. Also, here's why you shouldn't switch out of software engineering. It's still one of the highest paying jobs where you get to solve new problems every day, while working indoors, by the way. As someone who used to work outside all day, I could not be more grateful for this job. The workday goes by extremely fast because I'm solving a new problem every day instead of doing some monotonous process. And if you land a software engineering job at the high-paying big tech companies, it's the type of job that can set you up financially in just a few years. Now, I'm not saying it's going to retire you in a few years, but the extra pay will be enough for you to save up and potentially branch out and try other things or travel and just give you options that the average job would not be able to give you. It's really the monotonous jobs that aren't building things or solving problems that should be worried here. Like the type of jobs that do the same thing every day. I'm talking about the recruiters, the accountants, the government workers. AI is going to hit all of these jobs really hard. And no one really talks about AI replacing these jobs because they just see Claude writing code. But right now, Claude has the capability to be an accountant. It has the capability to be a recruiter. It has the capability to do all of these lower level jobs where you aren't really solving a new problem. It's kind of just like a monotonous task. So yeah, those are the jobs that should be worried, I'd say, in the next 10 years or so. But yeah, if you're looking for a job right now, keep your head up, keep grinding. This is a worthwhile path, and you will get there. And chances are, if you're watching this and studying software engineering, you probably have an above average IQ. And AI is not going to replace intelligent people. It will just allow them to stand out even more. So go make something that's better than all this vibe-coded slop out there. Learn something new about coding every day, and see you next time.